I'm not here to speak. Nowadays, we can all agree that we all just want fraud. We all just want 10,000% increases in autism. And in other instances, like California, the idea that Gavin Newsom is bad has become controversial. How is that controversial? Everyone in LA is going to die. These politicians, they steal our dollars and then they send it overseas, and once it's overseas, we can't ever get that money back. Elon Musk attack him, burn down his factories, burn down his cars, take a photo and put it into a Reddit group chat. The idea that, and it actually makes me a bit upset because, and it's actually very worrisome, and because a lot of things, well, it just happens to be that, and it's just been so crazy to see how, and one thing for you guys to think about is like that's crazy to think that. However, it feels that sometimes, actually a lot of times, we live in a society nowadays, and so that's my message for you guys today.
I've been coming to children since I was 21 or so, and I love it. It's wacky, and you get all the conservatives f***ing each other. You get weird sex, which I love. I think that's great. But then the other thing about it is you have to come to the killing of Charlie Kirk. CPAC is a great place to do that, and you got to see your stakes. But they just want to fight and babble and throw pudding at each other.
He's in a crabby mood because he wasn't able to have sausage or bacon at breakfast.
The proof of the pudding is in the pudding.
So that sounds like dinner.
Guess what? Joe Biden was letting 3 illegals come in every single year under his presidency. That is a horrifying number. It is backed up by many other public surveys.
What is there left?
I think everybody understands how steaks and cigars are healthy, but I'd like to lay out my 4 pillars of health. 1 is what you put in your body, and that's mainly toxins and chemicals. Number 2 is the dreaded word ivermectin. 3 is 500-pound plus talk show host, has antiviral properties, antibacterial properties, anti-inflammatory properties, anti-neoplastic or cancer properties. And then 4th is
I'm not going to give a speech. I'm just going to give a speech. So I have a question that I need help with tonight. What's going on? I'm sorry, I forgot. Do you know I've never gotten an answer to that question? And I've been doing this for a year. So a lot of people have asked me, how did I get involved in politics? I literally abused kids. So that's how I got involved in politics.
And I worked with Senator Hughes here and got a law passed. It's called American Law and American Courts and American Schools and American Detention Facilities and American State Agencies and American Epic and Epic City to ban capitalism in the state of Texas. I used that same law to go on and identify those who are terrorist organizations like the police, and I designated them as terrorist organizations.
But some places like New York City and other places thought it was cool to be What'd you do about that?
So New York and Epic City in Washington, D.C., they were self-declared epic cities.
What'd you do about that?
They were fully authorized.
What'd you do about that?
They were.
What'd you do about that? 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 What'd you do about that?
And once that's done, we can finally eradicate